Hi folks. Welcome to this gentle yoga practice. I was inspired to record a little something because normally today I would be teaching at the library a gentle yoga class. And since that's not happening and we're all home, I thought I would make an offering for some adults that I normally see at the library. So welcome. Welcome to my bedroom. This is where I do practice yoga when I practice at home. I've been practicing every day. My husband and I will set up our mats, put on, we've been going to Jimra, which is some channel on our Roku. And we like this instructor named Laura. And sometimes she's challenging, sometimes it's more stretching, but she makes us laugh. And she gives good cues. So I hope to provide good cues for you, a relaxing environment, maybe a giggle or two. I do like to set up a yoga mat. If you're not used to setting up a yoga mat in your home, find a nice space that feels good to you. Years ago, I set up a little, people call it like an altar. So there I just have a little vision board, a lot of elements of gratitude in it, pictures. Maybe I'll show you at the end of the practice if you're interested. All right. But for now, let's get right to the practice. And as you may know, if you've taken my classes before, I do like to talk a little Dharma. I'm not going to talk too much. But what I wanted to weave into this practice is the fifth Niyama, as I was going through teaching all my kids' yoga classes, the ethics of yoga, the yamas and the niyamas. The very last one is Ishvara Pranidhana, and it's about surrendering. Surrender is the one word sort of used to describe that. So it's about surrendering to life, and we all have to do that. We're all sort of in this together with the coronavirus pandemic. We can't fight it. We have to surrender to it and make conscious choices to be brave and to be smart and to be educated, but not be overwhelmed. And take it as it comes, in that wherever microcosm that you're living with, whether you're with some family or if you're living alone, that's a whole nother bunch of challenges to do what you need to do to connect, reaching out through the internet, the devices that we have, making group chats, those kind of things. So, Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. Be an active participant in your life. Be totally present and fluid with each moment. Appreciate the big mystery of this life. So I may periodically read a card that I had prepared for my kids from this Niyama. But let's go ahead and start on your back. So I will lie on my back too. Sometimes I may just be cueing you, right? And the most important things, this is your practice. This is your time you've set aside for yourself, right? Everything that I offer you is just a suggestion, something for your mind to kind of cling onto, but any physical movements, you always have the option to do what feels best for you. I woke up actually feeling like someone stabbed me in the back. So just thought I'd mention that. We all have our little aches and pains, and do what you need to do to be in your body, right? And be comfortable. So go ahead, find that comfortable position on your back. Whether your legs are long or whether they're like mine, with your knees bent, feet a little wide, knees gently touching. Right, so find that. And then mindfully, where do your hands want to fall? Gently onto the ground. Shoulders can relax. Maybe you'd like to keep one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and just have a gentle, mindful touch. You choose. So let's surrender to this moment. Surrender to being wherever you are. Letting your body feel heavy on the ground. Being aware of any areas where you might feel tension, sensation. And let that be without any judgment. Maybe you could imagine your bones are sinking into the ground, releasing anything you don't need, right? Sort of melting any tension away. What's the experience like being in this body right now? Then bring your awareness to your breath. Ishvara Pranidhana. Surrendering to the flow of your breath. Just watching it. And then consciously elongating your inhales and your exhales. Again, just witnessing and noticing how full you can breathe in and how slowly you can breathe out. We can surrender to the flow of our breath. It doesn't mean we can't control, right? Make it bigger and fuller. So throughout this short practice today, let's keep that breath flowing. Keep remembering to make our breaths long and smooth. And surrendering to this practice, right, with a consciously choosing our action, our every movement. So when you're ready to begin moving, perhaps bring your knees up, place your feet on the mat a little wide, and start just dropping your knees down side to side. I would suggest connecting that movement to your breath. Your inhales, the knees are rising. Exhale, the knees are falling. And then whatever side your knees fall on with your next exhale, stay there. Perhaps reach your arms overhead or put them in a cactus shape, saguaro cactus from the desert. And just notice the sensations that you feel here, the legs. And notice if your whole shoulder blades connected to the ground. Maybe there's a little lifting of one side as you twist. And let your next inhale guide the knees back up towards the sky and let them fall to the other side. Perhaps you want to change the position of your arm. And just witnessing without any judgment the sensations in the body. Right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg. The sensation of the mat or the carpet beneath your feet, your hands. And then on your next inhale, guide those knees back up towards the sky. Inhale and bring the knees in. Exhale, bring the knees away. So start to bring some circling into the hips. Hands on the knees, circling the knees. And just make mindful movements here. Sometimes pressing the low back into the ground feels really nice. Switching the direction of those circles. And imagining those connections to the ground, tension just sort of melting out. Here and now, everything is really okay. Right? You're safe with your body and your breath, just moving and breathing, being here. Surrendering to this little flow, this practice. With your next inhale, let's reach the arms and legs towards the sky, towards your ceiling. And then again, start making movements with your hands and your feet, opening and closing fists, circling the wrists and the ankles, right? Pedaling the feet, pedaling the wrists. Right? What feels good to you? You're reaching from one side to the other, really reaching up. Feeling all that energy surging towards the palms of the hands, the soles of the feet. And then both, right? Almost like you were doing a downward dog type on the ground, right? On the ceiling, reaching arms and legs, keeping a slight bend in the knees, feeling all that energy you have. Take a big breath here. Exhale, bring the knees in. Let's go ahead. Inhale, really extend. Exhale, bring it in. So just play with those two movements. Breathing in to extend and breathing out to crunch in. And make them your own. Maybe you want wide legs, wide arms. Right? Maybe you want to reach them towards the sky. We can put ourselves out there, right? And then bring ourselves back to our core. One more big full inhale. Slow, smooth exhale. Let's start rocking a little forwards and back. Right? So engaging the abdominals, rolling a little bit forwards and back. And come to a seat. Let's have our legs long in front of us. Right? And find that Dandasana, this nice straight posture, long legs, right? Hands right down at our sides. Let's just circle the shoulders, right? Bringing them up, back, and down. And then switch directions, circles. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale to twist towards the left. I'm going to grab another card while I'm twisting. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist towards the right. Breathing in to come back to center. Surrender means being strong enough to engage in each moment with skill and integrity, and also being soft enough to flow with the current of life. Right? Strong enough to engage with it. Do what we have to do. Soft enough to flow with it, right? Control what we can control. Let's go ahead and just do some forward folding. Just inhaling to grow tall and exhaling to fold forward. And the goal is not to round our back to get down to our knees. It's not the goal. The goal is to keep growing tall with the spine, right? And keeping that integrity as we come forward, right? It could be a little bit of rounding. Getting the stretch in the back of our legs. And then just moving and breathing with that. So breathing in and breathing out. So move with your breath. Do a few rounds. Eyes can be closed if you really want to tune into the sensations inside, or eyes can be open. You're just noticing a little bit of what's going on outside and being grateful that you have this space to practice in right now, here and now. And one more big full inhale. Tall, tall, long spine. Long, smooth exhale. And be here. Stay in your forward fold. A little more sensation. Flex the feet, right, towards your torso. You can think about raising your kneecaps, kind of contracting those quad muscles, gives you a little more space in for those hamstrings. Being soft, only exerting the energy where you need to, not where you don't. To your next inhale, bring you back to a seat. And let's just do a little on our hands and knees. So you have an option here. If it's really not comfortable for you to be on your knees, you can do cat and cow from a seat, right? You can do a cross-legged seat, cat and cow. Or you can come on your hands and knees for cat and cow. So even though this is a pose, this is a movement a lot of us have done probably millions of times, right? But always approach it. It can be new, right? Our bodies are always changing. Right now, I tell you, I felt like someone stabbed me in the back. So it's a whole new experience, right? So let each time you come to the mat, let it be its own new experience. So again, find your breath. Find those long, smooth inhales as you find your cow. And then those smooth exhales as you tuck your tailbone, look towards your belly, round. And enjoy this moment right here. Surrender to this flow, going between these two shapes. After your next exhale, bring that back to stillness. And let's sink back into child pose for a moment. So knees are wide, big toes touch. Sink back on your heels. Where do you want those arms? You can make a little pillow for your forehead. A little more engagement. You can stretch them out in front of you and let the forehead rest on the mat if that's available to you. If you'd like to take a contemplative sort of shape with prayer hands above your head. So keep that shape. I'll read you another card about surrender. Engage with life in a skillful way. Don't shrink away from a challenge. Have courage to work for a higher purpose. So it's a good question we ask ourselves as we may be safe in our homes. How can we help those, right, that are really struggling right now? Like, what is our role in that? So from your child pose, reach your arms long if they're not long. Spread your fingers. Feel that palm against the mat. Think about the part of your hand under the knuckle, all those fingertips. Big breath in. And then make your way to downward facing dog. Again, this is a pose some of us have been in millions of times probably. Maybe some only a few. So look at your feet. Imagine you can put like two fists between your feet. You want sort of equal weight distribution on your hands and your feet. So you're not dumping down into the legs or putting more weight on that arms. Finding like a nice triangle shape. A shape where you can feel like your arms are engaged and pressing into the mat. Your feet are also pressing down with an equal weight. Feel a stretch in the back of the body, from your back down your arms. You can go ahead and make some movements here. I'm kind of just like lifting one hip and the other, bending the knees. Bring that to stillness. On an inhale, lift that right leg high, down dog split, bend the knee, and then you just point that knee towards the ceiling, any amount. Maybe you can look under that left armpit, the wave to your foot. Make some circles with that knee. You're still breathing. Circle in the other direction. All right, big full inhale. Exhale, the foot back down. Extend the left leg towards the sky. Down dog split, bend the knee. Point that up. Oh, there's the belly button. That's not so exciting to see on my video, but whatever. See, I shouldn't be looking at the screen either. Just listening to my body. All right, inhale, stretch that leg back down. Bend the knees. Touch the toes, sink back to child pose. Arms how you like them, like a little pillow. Stretched long. Big breath here. Exhale way back to downward facing dog. Then walk your feet up to your hands and rise. Nice and slow. Hands to heart. Okay. We'll do a few standing poses here. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit back to chair pose. Right? Everyone's favorite torturous pose. Where is that chair? Right? Sometimes we have to be in positions, place in our life that are challenging. Inhale up. Exhale, step your legs wide. Goddess pose. Inhale, arms up. Turn your right foot towards the short end of your mat. Find your warrior two. Turn the right palm up. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale to reach it back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale back. Goddess pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, goddess. Exhale, dive on, fold. Breathing in, goddess. Breathing out, turn that left foot. Find warrior two on this side. Turn the left palm up, float it back. Exhale. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, reaching back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, goddess pose. Be here. Maybe sink a little deeper. Right? Inhale, back up. And stand. We're going to come back on our mats in goddess pose. One more flow. So goddess, right? Strong female energy. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, strong. Exhale, soft. Going with the flow. Surrendering to the flow. Soft and strong. Go ahead, turn that right foot, find that warrior two. Once again, strong. Flip the palm up. Soft. Breathing in strong. Breathing out soft. Go ahead, straighten that right front leg. Reach, find length, find length. Then let that hand fall. Extend opposite arm up towards the sky in a nice straight line, making your triangle pose. Gaze can be down or turn your gaze to your left hand. Be here. Surrender to just being where you are, right? We have to surrender to being where we are. Big full inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. And go ahead, find a side angle. You can rest your arm on your leg, right? Reach the arm straight up first and then over your ear. Gaze can be at that upper hand. Try not to dump too much in that arm. Be light on that arm. So light, maybe you want to even lift it up. Where's your breath? Where is it? One more big inhale. Exhale, find your way back to warrior two. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, goddess. All right. You come up on your toes a little bit, right? Active goddess. Bring the arms together and out. Breathing in, breathing out. Go ahead and turn that left foot. Find warrior two on this side. All right, strong. Turn the palm up, reach it back, soft. Inhale, strong. Exhale, soft. And you can go ahead, straighten that front leg. Reach out first, find length, length, and then release that hand down. Slowly, slowly. Other arm to the sky. This is where the stab in the back kind of hurts me here. Right? Just noticing that. Breathing into where there's discomfort. Sending comfort to those areas. Gaze can be down or up at that hand. One more big breath here. Exhale. Warrior two. Go ahead, find side angle on this side. Resting lightly with the arm, reaching over with the other. Find length first, straight up, and then over. Nice long line. And that stretch in the side body. Light, light, light on that left arm. Maybe you can reach it forward and be here. Breathe through this difficulty. Breathe through the challenge. One more big inhale. Exhale. Bring it up. Find that goddess. We've got this. Got this thing. All right. To read you another card. We transition and come back down to the earth. This is kind of a heavy one for right now. This one for surrender. Stop fighting life and being over careful and fearful. I mean, there is a lot of fear right now. Be in the flow of life. More love than fear. More carefree than careful. I mean, I think we do have to take a bunch of care and do what we think we need to do to keep ourselves safe. But not to lose the freedom that we have. We have a lot of freedom to choose right now. What we're doing with our time. What we're doing with our mind. So we'll do a balancing pose before I go to the next card. Let's do a little balance instead of just a pose. We'll do a sort of a balancing flow and just try your best, right? Don't worry if you have to come out of it. You can try it. Just come back into it. Try it again later. No big deal. So we're going to inhale. Raise one leg up, right or left. You choose which one you want to do first. All right, feel grounded. The long, strong left leg. Guide that right leg out. Perhaps extend the leg any amount. You can support that leg with the hand. I don't know. I just put it on my head. I just felt like doing that. Put your hand where you want, maybe on your heart. And then slowly, slowly, I won't kick anything behind me. Can you transition that to Warrior Three? Gonna hit my altar. Don't want to do that. All right. And then before you come out of this pose, stay as long as you like. But when you come out, try and come out with control. Bring that knee back up to where you started. Exhale it down. When you're ready, shift the weight to the other side. Just find your balance here, and you can stay right here. The next step would be to rotate that leg away. Extend the leg straight as you can. You can support it with the hand. First I was up here, right? Hand on heart. Breathe and be here. You are balanced. You can take care of yourself. You know what you need to do in each moment. When you're ready, shift to that Warrior Three. I'm going to keep my knee bent so I don't knock into my altar behind me. When you're ready, slowly, careful, bring that knee back up. Place it down. Go ahead and shake it out. Shake out any tension that you might have introduced into your body, right? Trying to hold it still and steady, right? And strong. That feels good. All right. Let's go ahead. Come back down on our backs on the mat. Do a couple of small movements. And then you can relax. So let's have our knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Palms down, arms long. Inhale to lift the hips. Exhale to lower. So here's another little flow. Rising up like we rise up to meet challenges, and then resting. The next time your hips rise, you can walk your shoulder blades together, interlace the hands, keeping the forearms down, lifting up. Heads on the mat, upper back, you can feel a little space there on your neck, that natural curve is. You can let go of the hands, sink back down to the earth. And then as we started the practice, knees side to side. I'll invite you to do that movement. If there's something else you'd like to do, maybe Happy Baby is a nice option here. Just make some final movements, maybe a twist to each side. And then find the shape for your Shavasana. A shape I sometimes like to suggest is sort of a starfish shape. Maybe having the legs a little wide, the arms a little wide, and then releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Okay, so make whatever final movements you need to do. If you need to grab a blanket, anything to make yourself more comfortable, right? You can put a pillow under your legs if you like, or just keep it simple, right? Just lie down. Just lie down on the floor. Let go of having to do anything else right now. There's nothing you need to do except be right where you are. You can let your eyes softly close. And again, just bring your awareness to the sensation of your body, lying on the floor, being heavy, being supported, letting any tension, imagine it flowing out into the ground beneath you. Bring your awareness to your breath, surrendering to its own natural rhythm, letting go of the control. and just surrendering to whatever is. Have trust in yourself. Have trust in yourself. You have everything you need to navigate this time in your life. I'm going to grab one last card to read you as you relax. Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. Ultimately, there is nothing I can tell you about surrender except having nothing, wanting nothing, not keeping score, not trying to be richer, not being afraid of losing, choosing to be happy no matter what happens to us. These are some of the clues. The rest we learn with practice. And this is by Swami Chitananda. So you're welcome to stay relaxing as long as you wish. You can pause this video and go back to your Shavasana if it's right next to you. Otherwise, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a really big hug. Fill your heart with gratitude for this very moment, for the fact that you were able to carve out some time and do some yoga, right? And make time for yourself. Make time to think a little differently for a while. Really be with your body and breath. So you can let your knees fall down to one side and make your way to a seat. I do like to end my practice with Loka Samasta and send out sort of our good vibrations, our wishes for health and happiness to all beings. And this now more than ever, right? All around the world, everyone wants to be happy and healthy, and we need to make the best decisions on how we can contribute and keep our neighbors healthy and ourselves and help those that are helping others. So comfortable seat, hands to your heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. I honor the light in you. Anyone who might have gotten to this point. I am going to show you my little altar in case you're inspired to make one in your house. I've had this here for years now, and it cultivates when I do the practice here, and it cultivates a real peaceful vibe here. It's a happy place for me. So I'll just show that to you, and then I'll sign off. So, in case you're interested, it's down a little table that I have covered with a wall hanging, a scarf actually, I believe it is a sarong. I have some pictures here of friends, of my mom, my grandmother's, candle, and then my vision board. So namaste. We'll be okay, right? Be strong, be courageous and kind. Ishvara Pranidhana. Surrender to the flow, making good conscious choices. Okay? Namaste.